Let's talk about something that's very dear to my spirit, and that is freedom. Freedom in relationships, freedom financially, creative freedom, and overall our mental well-being is having the freedom, because I truly realize that we choose bondage, we choose our own suffering, and we choose to torture ourselves, not realizing that it's a flow to this life and we can choose an easier pathway for us. But sometimes we feel like we need permission to actually live the truth and live our own truth. I don't know why we think we need authority figures to tell us what to do, because we're just so used to not having a mind of our own and not thinking for ourselves, because this started in childhood. This started way when we were younger, to not be conscious enough to actually have the thought process and the ability to conquer whatever decision makings that we know that is best for us. So right now in relationships, it's a lot of pressure. It's not fun. Dating is supposed to be fun. Relationships are supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be so serious, and everybody is taking it a little bit too seriously. But once you operate in the state of freedom, having the freedom to love, the freedom to allow others to just live out whatever calling is on their life, the freedom to be themselves, the freedom to communicate the way they wish, the freedom to learn at the ability that they have to learn from, the freedom and to let them make their own decisions, the freedom to give them the space. This is freedom, and we should allow the beauty and the dynamics to just flourish instead of focusing on the longevity of it, like being with the person for this amount of years and just torturing each other, and it's really terrible. It's not fun. You're just focused on the longevity instead of the growth aspect of the dynamic. Sometimes we're going to grow apart and sometimes we're going to grow forward, but that is for us to allow the dynamics to flow. But once you step into wholeness, once you step into the main center of being in love with self, now everyone around you is a bonus. Everyone around you is your mirror. Everyone around you is attracting towards you the same frequency that you are mirroring towards them. So it's never about the other person. It's always about how you are, the attitude that you carry, the lightness that you have, the aura, your energy, because now it's going to deflect on your outer world with the people that you have around you. So now with the people that you have in your life, you give them the space, the awareness, the consciousness to flow into their highest self, because now you're not focused on them to focus on you. Your attention is on yourself, their attention is on their self. So automatically we're going to lead towards the highest direction, to our highest potential of what we are called to do. Our main focus is not to focus ourselves on another person to make them make us feel better about ourselves. Our responsibility is always for ourselves. And once we hold the power in our hands, then we realize that no one can truly betray us but ourselves. And this is when we add freedom into the relationships and add freedoms into each dynamics, when we focus on the center of loving ourselves, because no one is going to really love us the way we love ourselves. No one is going to have our back like we have ourselves. No one is truly going to be the best friend to you like you are to yourself. So once you are your first love, then everybody else is side pieces to you, but you got to be the main attraction, the main course in your own life. And that's when we will easily allow freedom in relationships and no more possession, no more ownership. Because when people operate in this way, it's because they're operating insecure within themselves, because they haven't tapped into the power that they all have. We all have this power, the love that we have, but we think we need somebody to fill us up, to make us feel better about ourselves. But we have to wake up every day with a strong mentality to feel great, to feel blessed, to feel automatically our divine right to feel. I thank you so much, family, for tuning in, tapping in, and I'm gonna meet you at the top, baby.